Now my name's H.G. Tudor, and I'm a narc psycho. Roasting stupid shuggers who are so mentally slow is quite an act of humour for those with common sense, but to dim-witted shuggers it causes grave offence. "You're racist!" cry the shuggers. "Y'all don't know her, see? But it's the wit of Tudor that gains supremacy. To highlight their hypocrisy is but a noble act. To show their jaundiced minds becomes a simple fact. Let the quarter wits amass and scream at your glorious host, and with razor-sharp wit those shuggers I shall roast. So if you're sick of racist goons who cannot grasp the truth, then settle back and listen in, and I'll now raise the roof." Hello, I'm H.G. Tudor, and welcome to another Let's All Laugh at the Shuggers. They're coming thick and fast, and that's because there's an uptick in sugary behaviour, and therefore it behooves me, as your glorious narrator, to now enable you to have a good old laugh at these dim-witted dunderheads. As always, ensure you're not drinking or eating. We wouldn't want you to spray your screen with liquid or to choke on your muffin. Make sure your teeth are properly fitted into your mouth, and if you happen to have anything else in your mouth, you dirty dog, then I suggest you remove it, as we now laugh at the shuggers. We really ought to turn this into a game of shuggers bingo, so that if you get yal, racist, jealous, obsessed, mind you, then too many people would win, wouldn't they? I'm sure we could work it out. Maybe a game of sugar bingo is on the cards in the near future. Anyway, first up, it's Felicia Fields 4571. The hate, "you ignorant jealous," jealous, people have for Harry's wife is insurmountable. I have a friend lives in the UK. I think you mean who lives in the UK. And she said they basically ran Harry's wife and Harry out of Europe with the death threats and abdu stalking. Right. Really? Well, I would suggest that your friend is an idiot. I suggest that your friend is probably confined in a psychiatric wing, if they believe that to be the case. She left the United Kingdom because her narcissism caused her to do so, as a fact that she wasn't able to control the institution that is the royal family. She ran away because she's the cowardly little mid-range narcissist that she is. But of course her narcissism told her to tell everybody that everybody had been beastly towards her, that people had been racist. But there's more. There it was mainly toward Harry. How dare he defile the royal bloodline? I think you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody who actually said that. Rather, it's concocted by Harry's wife as part of her deluded victimhood. Now they get the same in the United States, only you all just target the big, bad, evil black woman, but she is the narcissist. So, people in the United States, the accusation against you is you're just targeting the big, bad, evil black woman. This is the woman that, of course, is always identified as being white, Caucasian, and when you look at her, you would not say that she was black. Therefore, once again, we have a sugar being racist and banding around accusations that have no foundation. Just pathetic. Pray their marriage survives. And I pray God's protection over their children. But she's giving lots of high-five symbols, which she thinks is the prayer emoji. Next up, it's Robin Sharon. The amount of racists, bitches in this comment section is disgusting. I know. I really ought to purge out the sugars more regularly and get rid of those racist sugars. You're right, Robin Sharon. Thank you for pointing that out. You guys will find anything to make fun of her for. Well, not really. She just provides us shitloads of material. She really is the gift that keeps on giving. Letting your racism show over a stupid video where she thought she was being spoken to is just something I can't comprehend. Well, it's not a surprise, sugary Robin Sharon, that you can't comprehend, because you're pretty thick. It's a hatred inside you that only God can fix. No. It's nothing to do with racism. But you keep saying this because you're so prejudiced yourselves, you're not open to actually understanding the evidence. Vanessa Ad 410 has the sniff of a bot, but here we are. Jealous, jealous, jealousy. You guys are such bullies. That's why all of you will get your just desserts. Ooh, could I have bread and butter pudding, please? I rather do like that. Chick D 1085, you sound queer. Really? You think I sound queer? You think this voice is queer? Misogynist? No. Racist too. There it is, that word again. Hating someone you don't even know personally. Another bullshit bingo alert there. I've met her several times, which, if you'd bothered your thick mind to actually watch the videos and do a bit of research, Chick D, before you started to flap your fudgy fingers, you would realise that I happen to have met her, and therefore I've based my assessment not only on the wealth of material that exists about her, but my own personal experience. Who you've never met, you sad runt. Well, I have, so who's the sad runt now? Hating someone just because Harry left the country with her? No. No hatred. People dislike her because of her behaviour. And not to do with the fact that she left the country with Harry. Many people in the United Kingdom were pleased to see the back of her. So what? Who cares? Jumping on the I hate Harry's wife bandwagon just because sycophantic royalists hate her and you'll get more likes. No. It's all about explaining what she is. But if you want to remain within your deluded mindset, you're welcome to do so. Just notice that you're drooling and you've wet yourself again. Here she comes. The bot is back. Barbara, UQ8US. HG is evil and racist towards Harry's wife. And hopefully soon, YouTube will shut HG down again. The old copy and paste from this shithead that simply isn't working. It wouldn't be a Let's All Laugh at the Sugars if we didn't have some input from the racist himself, Sanju Pun, VO6JE. Probably another bot, but nevertheless, why don't we see what gutter snipe observations this delinquent mind has to offer us? William and Kate Middleton are the worst, disastrous, evil, hateful, racist, Nazi, narcissist, psychopath, sociopath, hateful, self-entitled bully. Thanks for that. That was brought to you by Sanju's sweary fridge magnets. Yes, if you hate someone with a rather disconcerting level of randomness, you too can subscribe to Sanju's haphazard fridge magnet profanities, whereby you get a load of nasty words, throw them at a fridge where they stick, create the sentence, and then issue it all over social media. Here's some more. William and Kate have narcissism and is narcissist. Neither of them do. Sanju, you are classified as a weapons-grade helmet. Up next, it's Val Chiro, 515. Little bit uncertain, lots of question marks. The person who made this video is more narcissistic, well, quite possibly, and obsessed with her than she is with herself. That simply is not possible, Val Chiro. Come now, you're being silly. Stop this BS hate for her and go get some therapy. I've already seen therapists, and guess what? It didn't do anything at all for me, other than make me more dangerous. Karen M. 5556. The constant attacks on Harry's wife are ignorant. Au contraire, they're actually well-founded on evidence and reason. She has been treated like garbage. Well, she's brought it on herself. It's racist and unnecessary. Maria Hernandez, 9590. I don't see why people are so obsessed with not liking her. Well, Maria Hernandez, it might just be something to do with the fact that it's not obsession, but simply people are disgusted by her behaviour. Just move on. Don't you have anything better to do? People have plenty of things to do, but alongside that, they like to demonstrate that Harry's wife is not a pleasant person. Boander, such pathetic and perfect people and your comments. Shame on you. Find something else to do. This seems to be perhaps the latest calling card of the Sugars, doesn't it? Find something else to do. Have you anything better to do? Seriously, karma is a real thing. Hashtag people who live in glass houses. Karma isn't a real thing. If you actually understand the concept of karma, Boander, which I suspect that you don't, you think that it means that you do something now and you'll get visited on it or by it in the near future. The concept of karma, if you believe it, is that something that you've done in the past life impacts upon you in this life, or what you do in this life impacts upon you in the next life. Therefore, you've got to wonder, Boander, what did you do that was so terrible in your past life that caused you to end up with the brain of an amoeba? Now we have the Empress codes. You people are so jealous and filled with hate. You don't know nothing. It's you don't know anything, you illiterate goon, about this woman. Yet we do, actually. We know loads about her, yet keep fabricating false stories about her. Harry will always garner the attention. He is the prince. She's not stupid. Well, she is, and she understands that. She doesn't. All she understands is that she could leverage off the back of him, but she wants to be more important than him. You're all jealous that she was able to marry one of the famous princes in our world today, and she happens to be half black. She's not half black. She's a quarter black. She doesn't really look black. And this incessant obsession that you have with saying that people are envious, not jealous, envious because she married Harry. I mean, seriously, look at him. He's not particularly bright. He's not especially good looking. His ginger thatch is thinning. He likes getting out of his face. I mean, really? You think that's a catch? Sure, he's a prince, but you'd end up pretty bored with him, apart from where you're Harry's wife, because she just uses him. But to think that people are envious of Harry's wife because she married Prince Harry, what you're doing is something called projection, the Empress codes. You would have loved to have married him, because it's people like you that live through Harry's wife that think, oh, she's got the dream that I would want. I want to be a queen. When in actual fact, your very sad and miserable and lonely life as you eat another pot noodle, staring out at the window, wishing that somebody would come and knock on the door and say hello to you, is representative of why you project in this manner. Now, we've had the jealous, the racist, the obsessed. What we need is a Yal. And, of course, DD31 turns up. Yal, need to stop. She is not being ignored. Leave that woman alone. Yal, jealous, pos. Thanks for that. 2 yals in one sentence. Another accusation of jealousy when you mean envy, and it is completely misplaced. But you don't even have the ability, Sugars, to come up with something meaningful and entertaining in your insults. It's just the same over and over. Now, we know part of that is because many of you Sugars are bots. But those of you who are not, why don't you go and buy a thesaurus? If you don't know what that is, it's a big book which has lots of words in and provides you with lots of different descriptions. They're called synonyms for words that are of similar meaning. Thus you can expand your vocabulary. I dare say I've used too many big words already in that sentence for them to understand. But come on, why don't you put a bit of imagination and effort into your insults, rather than always going on about yal, obsessed, jealous, racist? It's boring, besides the fact that it's completely incorrect. At least I demonstrate some imagination with my insults in relation to you all. We now have Mel ZZ4YM. Imagine being so obsessed with bringing someone down, you hyper-analyze an insignificant, misspelt, not even 15-second clip. It wasn't hyper-analyzed. All it demonstrated was the fact that she was being wounded and a reaction to it. That's what her comment was associated with. If you're mad, misspelt again, she's happy, black, and married to a prince. Just say that. 'Cause jealousy, there it is again, is a disease that'll rip you apart before it ever does her. You're not right about that. In fact, there's just so much wrong with what you stated there, Mel. Nobody's mad. And they're not mad about her being happy. She can't be happy. She's a narcissist. How would I know? I'm one myself. She's not black. She just makes a pretense at being so. She's always identified as being Caucasian hitherto, and anybody who is black should be annoyed at her for her appropriation and her misuse of the issue of colour, rather than lashing out at other people. And once again, you make the stupid assumption that people's irritation at her is motivated as a consequence of her marrying Harry. If you did a straw poll, 99 people out of 100 would say, no chance, I wouldn't want to marry him. But once again, you're projecting. Bridget Maslini, 1981. Yikes. How did I stumble upon this jealous, Harry's wife hating channel on YouTube? Well, presumably you clicked on it, you fucking idiot. Must be followed by a bunch of homely British people. Ooh, let's just make a sweeping assumption about who the audience are. I'll tell you something, Bridget. The largest proportion of my audience comes from the United States, followed by the United Kingdom, then Canada, then Australia, then Germany. That's the top 5. Therefore, suggesting that it's all followed by British people is incorrect, who are jealous of her. You all age in dog years in the United Kingdom. Really? Thanks for that racist comment. Harry's wife looks way younger than Kate and William. Does she, Dickens? Come now. You are seriously jaundiced if you think that Harry's wife looks younger than Kate and William. And she's actually the older one. She's older by some margin. Her and her husband are living their best lives. Oh, such a shitty statement in sunny California. Is that why Harry looks miserable most of the time? Eat your heart out, Brits. Mecca Renee, why are so many of you so jealous and hateful? Then a sweating emoji followed by a crying with laughter emoji. Nobody's jealous. You mean envious. You're so stupid, so idiotic, so thick. Donna Barber 9754. Why do people presume to know Harry and Harry's wife? They don't. They know plenty about her because she puts so much of her out there. I think most of you are jealous of Harry's wife and should get a life and leave her alone. Well, thank you for that, Donna Barber. I think you should learn the difference between envious and jealous. Nora Wassame. You guys can say whatever about her. Thank you, we will. But she is married to Prince Harry. Oh, here we go again. All the jealous, envious ladies in comments. They really are the most mundane, unimaginative, beige individuals, which of course are precisely why they follow Harry's wife. They've been well and truly roasted again, demonstrating their similar bleating comments. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.